So in this video, I want to show you a very simple formula that can be used to change the case of text in Excel. Primarily, you're going to use this with names, particularly if you're used to pulling stuff out of iNow. You'll notice all the names and stuff come out as all uppercase, which drives me nuts because I like stuff to be proper, which looks like this. First initial there is capitalized and the rest of the text is lowercase. This is all lowercase, but it's just a lot easier to work with when it's kind of all the same across the board. So these uppercase names can get a little annoying to me. So because I have OCD, you're going to get a video on it. So here's how we work with this. So we've got these three formulas here: upper, lower, proper. Now the way the formulas work is upper will change case to all uppercase, and it's worked off of a cell, and then you can just drag an autofill. So for example, we have all of these are completely lowercase in this EF column. So we're going to click here. We're going to say equals upper. You notice right here we can just double click this, and then we just do a parenthesis. So upper equals E1. We are not able to do a range here, so we do a simple cell. The cell is in parentheses, and we hit equals, and then we can drag it across, and we can drag down, and then that gives us uppercase. Now one of the key features here whenever we do this is we want to highlight, and we're going to right click and copy, and then we can go back here to G and we can paste as value, so 1, 2, 3. Doing that of course removes the formula, because the issue is that if we create this text and then we delete this, we also of course now have a text that references no other names. So typically almost all the time whenever we do this, like we're going to do here, we're going to do lower. So lower, we'll do A1, enter, pull this across, and then go down. Now, so that's what this looks like. Now, if we were to just delete this, this is what would happen to us. We would end up with a reference here because it's not referencing anything. So we don't want to do that. So instead, what we end up doing is we take the formula and we copy and then we paste as values like that. And then we can delete the columns here. So that gives us where we have just the text as opposed to the formula. So we want to look at proper. So I've got last name, first name, last name, first name, last name, first name, which this is proper. So we want to make these proper. So we can come over here and we can say equals proper. So the lower one, last name, first name, and then all the way down. So when we go from lower to proper, you'll see it capitalizes that first initial, first character of each one. And if we go the same thing over here again, proper, and then last name. Remember, always after we click on that, close the parentheses and hit enter. Same thing. So we can drag this over and then down. So in both cases, when going from lower or upper to proper, it'll capitalize that first character and create us our names. So we can go over here and we can copy and then paste, and then we can just delete everything else out. And then now we're set with names that we're used to working with, that capitalization of the first letter. So when you're doing Excel and you're working particularly in names and you're pulling them from databases, a lot of times you end up with stuff that's either lower or upper all the time. And so it's a really good idea to go into there and automatically convert stuff over into proper, because it's just easier to work with. It's something you're familiar with. So this formula will let you do that.